Chapter 2. Another 22-verse acrostic poem. How the Lord has covered the daughter of Zion with the cloud of his anger. He has hurled down the splendor of Israel from heaven to earth. He has not remembered his footstool in the day of his anger. Without pity, the Lord has swallowed up all the dwellings of Jacob. In his wrath, he has torn down the strongholds, the daughter of Judah. He has brought her kingdom and its princes down to the ground in dishonor. In fierce anger, he has cut off every horn of Israel. Remember, the horn is a symbol of strength. They had a lot of horned or hoofed animals in their culture, so the horn, the horn was a symbol of strength. They put horns in the corners of their altars. He has withdrawn his right hand at the approach of the enemy, so he has removed his protection from the city. He has burned in Jacob like a flaming fire that consumes everything around it. Like an enemy, he has strung his bow. His right hand is ready. Like a foe, he has slain all who were pleasing to the eye. He has poured out his wrath like fire on the tent of the daughter of Zion. The Lord is like an enemy. He has swallowed up Israel. He has swallowed up all her palaces and destroyed her strongholds. He has multiplied mourning and lamentation for the daughter of Judah. He has laid waste his dwelling like a garden. He has destroyed his place of meeting. The Lord has made Zion forget her appointed feasts and her Sabbaths. In his fierce anger, he has spurned both king and priest. The Lord has rejected his altar and abandoned his sanctuary. He has handed over to the enemy the walls of her palaces. They have raised a shout in the house of the Lord as on the day of an appointed feast. This would have been very, very, very impossible to believe if you were a Jew at that time living in the city to see foreigners enter the temple and parade around in it. I would have just collapsed your entire mentality on itself. It would have been world-shattering. The Lord determined to tear down the wall around the daughter of Zion. He stretched out a measuring line and did not withhold his hand from destroying. He made ramparts and walls lament. Together they wasted away. Her gates have sunk into the ground. Well, this is obviously referring to what the city is like now in his day, after it's been sacked and destroyed. Their bars he has broken and destroyed. Her king and her priests are exiled among the nations. The law is no more. But her prophet and her prophets no longer find visions from the Lord. This sounds pretty bad. This sounds like the end. The elders of the daughter of Zion sit on the ground in silence, those who survived, obviously. They have sprinkled dust on their heads and put on sackcloth. The young women of Jerusalem have bowed their heads to the ground. My eyes, this is the author himself speaking, my eyes fail from weeping. I am in torment within. My heart is poured out on the ground because my people are destroyed, because children and infants faint in the streets of the city. And this is going back to a time probably when the city was still standing. It could be a reference to what's going on in the aftermath of the city's destruction, but it seems to fit more appropriately to when the city was still standing and under siege and they had no food to eat. They say to their mothers, "Where is bread and wine?" as they faint like wounded men in the streets of the city, as their lives ebb away in their mother's arms. That's a tough one. That is a tough one right there. You think of a little kid not understanding what's going on, completely innocent, at least innocent of understanding what's happening or why it's happening, tugging on his mom's robe, asking why he can't have any food, and then losing. That's tough. That's a tough one there. What can I say for you? With what can I compare you, O daughter of Jerusalem? To what can I liken you, that I may comfort you, O virgin daughter of Zion? Your wound is as deep as the sea. Who can heal you? The visions of your prophets were false and worthless. Those are the guys who kept saying there weren't going to be, well, some of them may have been saying there weren't going to be any troubles. Eventually they started saying it'll be all over soon, and that all ended up being hogwash. They did not expose your sin to ward off your captivity. The oracles they gave you were false and misleading. All who pass your way clap their hands at you. They scoff and shake their heads at the daughter of Jerusalem. Is this a city that was called the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All your enemies open their mouths wide against you. They scoff and gnash their teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. This is the day we have waited for, and we have lived to see it. They've been waiting for this for a long time. Ammon, Moab, Edom, those kinsman nations to Israel who hated Israel, they've been wanting this. They've been waiting for this. This is what they've been waiting generations for. The Lord has done what he planned. He has fulfilled his word, which he decreed long ago. This goes back to when they came in the land in Leviticus 26 and 27, I think, and then Deuteronomy 28 and 29. He gave them a list of conditions that would happen if they rebelled. He gave them a list of blessings for obedience and a list of curses for disobedience. And the ultimate curse, disobedience, was exile from the land. That was 900 years ago when he said that. He has overthrown you without pity. He has let the enemy gloat over you. He has exalted the horn, the strength of your foes. The hearts of the people cry out to the Lord. O wall, the daughter of Zion, let your tears flow like a river, day and night. Give yourself no relief, your eyes no rest. Arise, cry out in the night, as the watches of the night begin. Pour out your heart like water in the presence of the Lord. Lift up your hands to him for the lives of your children, who faint from hunger at the head of every street. Look, O Lord, and consider. Whom have you ever treated like this? Should women eat their offspring, the children they have cared for? This again refers to siege conditions here. Should priest and prophet be killed in the sanctuary of the Lord? This would probably be referring to the actual sacking of the city itself. Young and old lie together in the dust of the streets. My young men and maidens have fallen by the sword. You have slain them in the day of your anger. You have slaughtered them without pity. As you summon to a feast day, remember they had these feasts they're supposed to go to 3 times a year. So you summoned against me terrors on every side. This is one of Jeremiah's catchphrases, one of the linguistic clues that point to him as the author of this book. In the day of the Lord's anger, no one escaped or survived. Those I cared for and reared, my enemy has destroyed. That was Lamentations 2.